The mum of murdered soldier Lee Rigby says she wanted to die after he was killed by terrorists, and that only her family's love stopped her ending her life. Lee, 25, a machine gunner and drummer in the Royal Regiment of Fusiliers, was killed by Islamist terrorists on May 22, 2013 as he walked home to his barracks in Woolwich, East London. Killers Michael Adebolajo and Michael Adebowale mowed down the soldier in a speeding car and hacked him to death with meat cleavers after picking him out at random. The pair urged shocked onlookers to film them gloating over Lee's body before police arrived at the scene. 10 years on, Lee's mum Lee Rigby has spoken of her devastation after her son's brutal murder. She told the Mirror, "I remember just wanting to die too so I could be with Lee. It was only being a mum to 4 other children that stopped me taking my own life. My husband Ian and my 4 girls saved me from myself. As a family we pulled through together and to this day I have no idea how I am still standing. It's nothing short of a miracle that the human heart can survive such sadness." Lee had survived frontline combat against the Taliban during a tour of Afghanistan several years before his murder by homegrown jihadists in London. Clips of his savage execution are still circulating online, adding to his grieving family's ordeal. Both of Lee's killers were given life sentences, with Adebolajo serving a whole life term in prison. Lynn said that the Lee remains part of the family a decade after his death. She said, "We will always have an empty chair at the heart of our family now at birthdays, Christmas and Easter, even summer barbecues and simple get-togethers. Lee will always be missing but he is never forgotten." When Sarah got married a few years ago, she had a chair and a place setting for Lee at her top table with a candle burning next to a gorgeous photo of her brother. Lynn set up the Lee Rigby Foundation to help suffering veterans and bereaved military families. The charity offers families caravan breaks on the Welsh coast to give peace and quiet. Lee was father to young son Jack and was set to marry his beloved girlfriend before he was murdered. Lynn said, "Lee was like a human tornado with so much wild energy. I'd give anything for him to burst through the door and rip through the stillness of my day.